Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to Self Love You. I am here today doing this live feed. I'm like, you just got to go on. You got to go on. You just have to bite the bullet and you have to go on and you have to go live. I've done so many podcasts that it's time. It's time for me to be here in public, in person. Hi, y'all. So good to see you. Process. So if it's not perfect, please forgive me. Today, I just want to share with you kind of what's going on for me personally. And anytime something's going on for me personally, I figure you guys can also benefit from how I'm processing it in a healthy way, from a place of having healed and to the greatest extent I can so far. I have a lot of healing to do, right? We all do. So, one of the things that really is coming across my mind today is how to handle creeps who have hurt you. How to handle the creeps who have hurt you. There have been so many creeps. I've gone through so much in the past year or 2 years total that I have had nothing but creep after creep after creep after creep. It's like when it rains, it pours creeps. Creeps are falling out of the sky. Creepy people, bullies, mean people, haters, trolls. I've had, I have an ex boyfriend that was being a creep. I have just you name it. I've had every creep in the book and I've experienced all kinds of creeps. I've had the media attack me. I'm not going to go into every single thing that happened, although I am in counseling now just to literally, we're talking about everything that happened to me in the past year. He's like, I want you to write a list. So I write the list, and, just as sure as I write the list, another creep pops up. So where do I begin? One of the things that I want to talk about is not all the creeps in my life, but I want to talk about how I'm handling these creeps, how I'm dealing with it. And what I keep telling myself is you got to forgive. You've got to not just forgive, you've got to let these creeps go. Because my mind, if I went and bought a new charger for my phone and it reminded me about how my ex-boyfriend stole my phone, or, I go to put on a shirt and I'm reminded about how the nurse treated me when I was in surgery a few weeks ago. She was so mean to me. And I'm not being sensitive. I mean, I don't know what it is. Do I have a hi, all the creeps come and find me on my head? No, I don't. I don't have this. This is not my life. But for some reason, it's creep after creep. And then also, and I'm calling everybody a creep. I'm just saying general creeps. I had my mom pass away. Family members treated me like dog poo, just treated me so poorly during the death of my mom. Family members who didn't, I, creeps. I've gone through so many creeps. I've had people in the media making up lies about me and actually enjoying getting a kick, getting a real adrenaline rush of just putting me down, and calling me names and saying things about me that weren't true. I've had little things. I've had big things. I've had all kinds of creeps. What's the deal with the creeps? I think part of the problem is the COVID and all the pandemic and all that stuff that's occurred. I think that that's really taken out a lot of people's humanity, like the humanity that we had. A lot of it has been really, hi, y'all. Hi, everyone. I'm reading over here to the side and I can't read because, okay, I love your comment. I can barely read it because I have my glasses on, but I love it. I don't know what it is, but it says, how do we know if we're toxic? I don't think I am, but I feel myself getting angry at these creeps. Okay. Angry at creeps. Thank you for saying that, because today I felt such anger. I felt a sense of just anger. They're not all coming to mind, but if I open a closet door to get an outfit, I remember a creep. If I get into my car, I remember a creep. So obviously, I am moving and operating in anger. I'm walking in anger. I'm moving in anger. And that's not a healthy place to be. So there's a part of myself that says, okay, stay in this angry state. This angry state is not healthy, because why they're actually people who have been creepy to me are actually getting free space in my mind. And I mean, do I want to sit here and complain about creeps all day? No. I mean, there's other things in life to do. I have businesses to run. I have houses. I'm doing lots of litigation. I have a platform. I have Self Love You. I want to do so many things with my life. I want to go and work out. I want to improve my my physicality. I want to use my new air fryer. I want to budget my money better. I want to invest. I want to do so many things. Yet I cannot seem to move without being attacked. I want to say attack sounds, it's attacked by some sort of creep somewhere or some memory. I went to visit my family and I'm reminded of my beautiful family who didn't do anything wrong to me. But I'm saying just seeing my beautiful family who did nothing wrong to me reminds me of the family that did do something wrong and were so mean to me. Looking at photos of my mom from years and years ago reminds me of how somebody else did this, or I'm just having all this reminiscence of all of the things that these people have done to me all over the place. You can't live in that environment. So what did I do? So I'm driving down the road, just really trying to deal with the feeling of these creeps, because what they've done is they have treated me shamelessly, with shame. So they don't have any shame for their actions. So they have put their shame on me. They have projected their self on me. They see me as a blank slate. Here I am, just, do what you want, I guess. I have boundaries. I take care of myself. I try to stay away from creeps. In fact, I don't have any creeps as really good relationships. It's not like I just hang out with creeps. But sometimes you go to the doctor's office and there's a creep there. Sometimes you have a health problem and there's creeps all around. Sometimes you're at work. You can't help if there's a creep there. These are creeps that you do not have a choice. You can't go no contact. You didn't know. You didn't know that if you went to this particular doctor's office, that there happened to be somebody that maybe just didn't like you for whatever reason and literally allowed you to suffer. I'd be one of the creeps come after me because they think, oh, well, I don't know why they do, but they do. I'm not saying I'm afraid of them. I'm not saying they're going to get the best of me. I'm saying I'm going to overcome these creeps. Okay. And so I just started thinking about it. What can I do? Now, I am a Christian. If you are not a Christian, I am not condemning you. You can substitute God for whatever it is that you believe in, but you've got to give it to someone else. You have got to give this anger. You recognize it. It's anger. We got to do something with this anger. We might need to go punch a bag or go for a run or go to a boxing class and just say, oh, I'm so sick of all these creeps. We need to do that. You have to deal with your emotions. But another thing you have to do is you have to let it go. You have to let go of all these creeps. I keep looking to the right because y'all are talking and I can't wait to talk to you. And maybe one day they'll have something where it's big so I can see it. You have to let go of all of these creeps. And you've got to not let the creeps have control over your emotions, because you cannot control creeps. You can control creeps that are in your everyday life, like being in relationship, you can walk away. But you are going to come across creeps in your life. They are there. They're going to be there forever. There's nothing you can do about it. And so I'm sitting there driving today thinking about how the creeps have really affected me and impacted me. And what can I do to stop this? I'm being controlled by creeps. It's like I'm just, okay. So I said, this was my prayer. My prayer was, okay, God, I'm going to give you all of this feelings and I'm going to focus on, I'm going to ask you, God, to make me feel better. Help me feel better. Help me to not put my trust in external people. Help me to not put my trust in somebody who is creepy because I cannot change that person. Help me to put my faith in you. Help me to put my faith in you can put your faith in your higher power. Help me to be self sufficient so that I'm not always looking for someone else to do me right because people are always going to let you down. They're going to let you down. That's good. You're going to the gym. I see that someone here says he's going to the gym instead of drinking. That is a great thing to do. People are always going to let you down. So you really need to give your anger over to your higher power and realize that karma is going to get them. Or vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Or what goes around comes around. You sitting here stewing about creeps is not going to help anything. It's not going to make that person hurt. It's not going to harm that person. It's not going to get vengeance for you. It's not going to do anything for them. The only thing that being mad and angry and allowing these creeps to hurt you and think about them and ruminate on them, that only hurts you. Okay, this is advice that we've heard before, but it needs to be said again. It needs to be said again because I'm going through it and I already know all this stuff, but I have to do it on a day-to-day basis. So, people have stolen from me. People have done things wrong to me when I've done right towards them. People have accused me of things I never did. People have written things about me. People have tried to destroy my business. People have tried to take my life coaching business down. They literally have woken up and said, how do we hurt Jenna Ryan today? They literally have done this. And I have felt every single bit of it. And one thing that hurts so bad is that other human beings would actually do that. That it just hurts me. Like, how could you do that to another person? How could you set out to take away someone's livelihood? How could you set out to take someone down? How could you blame someone, hurt someone? I could never do that to another person. And so it's so harmful to me when I see people have done it to me and they do it to me. It hurts. And so I have to give it to my God. I have to say, God, so that's number one. I've got more here. This is not the only one. Okay. I have some more tips. So, but the first is just give it to God. God will get their own just reward. That's a spam call. Get away. I didn't turn it off. They will get their reward. And I don't need to worry about that. I don't need to rejoice in that. I just need to pray, Lord, help them because they're creeps. Another thing that is important is to really bring up what we all know about, which is gratitude. Staying grateful. It's so hard when everybody's attacking you. When everywhere you go, you're being attacked. We've got family members right now you've got to be around. You're being attacked. It's painful. Especially if you're already damaged, you're already traumatized, you already have PTSD, you're already you're barely surviving. And then you've got people attacking you on top of that, or you barely get a leg up and then they come and try to take you down. It might be anybody. Oh, it's so annoying. But what we have to do is we have to pray, give it to God, let God handle it, not try to take matters into our own hands, and really work on our own peace and our own energy. And then to begin to be thankful and grateful for what we do have. But we got to get that mess out of our system. We got to get it out. You might need to talk to a friend and say, "Argh." You might need to share with other people because I'm going through hell. Are y'all going through hell? I've gone through hell. Not that I'm not going to survive. Okay. But I'm not trying to sit here and say, hi, I'm perfect. You're not. I'm saying I'm living this life right along with you. We're all living in this together. And if I can find something that helps me in my day, maybe you can use it for your own self. Because I always find that for every creep, there's always a nice person somewhere. For every creep, it just makes you that much more thankful for the people that support you and stand by you and are like, dude, you are being screwed and I'm sorry. I'm sorry this happened to you. I'm sorry. One nice person can really erase a whole heck of a lot of mean creeps. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do more live video. First here, hello. You are not toxic if you're being attacked by creeps. So if you're going through a massive spiritual awakening, that's a great thing. We can be thankful for that. You can say, thank God I'm going through this awakening. What about if you're afraid of making friends because of the past and the past creeps? Okay, yes, you are going to have a hard time if you allow these people to drag you down. Don't let people drag you down, but always keep your heart open for love for the future. I know it's hard. And I'm going to be talking about how to really set yourself up for higher level of people when you've been attacked by creeps, because you just have to love yourself that much more, believe in yourself that much more. You have to believe in yourself more than you have ever believed in yourself before. And whenever you do this, you get endurance. You're getting smarter every time a creep comes after you. Now, does that mean we need to be rude to people? No. Does that mean we need to be skeptical? A little bit. But you can know all the red flags in the world, but creeps are still going to come. You cannot escape creeps. But you can't control the creeps. But you can control what you focus on. I choose to focus on God. I choose to focus on improving my life. I choose to focus on what I can do, maybe do this video here. I choose to focus on what is possible and telling all the creeps that I'm sorry you're a creep, because that isn't, it must really feel awful to be a creep. Can you imagine? What if you're a creep and you're being a creep to people? How awful would your life be to have to actually act like that and project your nasty negativity on people? That would be horrible. So really, they're the people that are suffering, but they're trying to slough off on you. You've got to have a barrier. I guess it's like a container. You got to have protection, you got to have armor on, not to where you're mean. Don't ever let it dull your sparkle or take away your softness. Stay soft, stay beautiful, stay loving, stay open to love, but don't ruminate. Just go. You need like a little word, like, there's a creep. Oh, yep, they're a creep. Creep. Okay, I'm out. They acted creepy to me and it really hurt. And now I'm going to think about running around the block, going on a walk, making some chicken, because my life is moving forward. And at the end of the day, these creeps are going to have to pay. They're going to have to pay. They're not going to get away with this. You don't get away with being creepy to others. It does not happen. People who are creeps will reap what they sow. They will get what goes around comes around, but it's not your job to exact revenge on people. Okay. I have so much to say, but that's all I have to say for today. I love you guys. And I thank you so much for being here. My computer is about to run out of battery. I should have plugged it in before this. Until next time, I'm Jenna Ryan, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, y'all. Stay away from creeps.